Hello, it's been a little while and I'm home alone, so I thought I would just make a little video where, I don't know, I guess I just do my makeup, which I've not done in a long time, and most of the stuff is actually my mum's, and this camera placement is very precarious and it may fall, and it's also just not even very good. So far so good, I'll just try not to move too much. So we're starting off with a Skin Longevity by Bare Minerals, which is my mum's, but I use it because what's hers is mine. Because I don't know. So I'll start by giving you an update on my life, I guess. So what happened? So the last video I made was before Christmas. So since then, we had Christmas, we had New Year, then I had a mental breakdown around mid-January. Hey everyone, it's Lisa. So this was filmed on the 18th of February 2021. The date today is the 23rd of June 2021. A lot has happened since then, so this is very out of date. I mean, it's still true. Anyway, but I'm just letting you know, this is an old video. I just had it and I wanted to post it. We got a dog who has been ruining my life. I'm joking. I love him. But he's such a pain. I took him for, I just got back from taking him for a walk, and he just refuses to move, and it's really not very sexy because I'm just like standing there and he's just sitting there and I'm thinking, are we going anywhere, or is this just the way it's gonna work? It's exhausting, really. I'm gonna see if I can fix this. This is Bare Skin, also by Bare Minerals, also my mother's. So I don't know if you can tell by my lack of products and also lack of skill and lack of tools, I don't really do my makeup that often. Well, I've only recently started using my mother's concealer because I realised that it makes my skin look better, which is generally the job of concealer. I don't have any brushes or anything. I just use my hands. This is so not interesting. But I mean, to be fair, neither of the two videos that I already made were interesting, so. I sat my grade 6 piano exam in December. I don't know if that was before or after my last video. I got a merit, which is nice. My piano teacher sent over the certificate today. So now I'm working on my grade 7. Which is all fine and dandy. Should I make this like a story time? Do I have any stories interesting enough to tell? I could tell the story of the train ride in China. That was quite exciting. Okay. So, my dad lives in China, and we were there in like 2018, so he stays in a city called Guangzhou, and then we stayed there for a week, and then we were going to go to this other place. I can't remember, it was like quite rural. It was still a city but a lot smaller. I mean, like bigger than Glasgow, but most of the cities in China have a population of over 1 million. So if you think of a small city, it's still pretty big. Anyway, it was a small city. And sorry, this is how I do my eyelashes, by the way. So it was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 hour journey on the high-speed train. So my dad booked all the tickets and everything, and then we the morning we were supposed to go, we made our way over to the train station, and we were waiting around for our train, and my dad was trying to figure out like where he was supposed to get the tickets and everything, like pick them up, because he'd ordered them online. So we got some food, me and my brother and my dad's wife, stepmom, and it was some like kind of dodgy Chinese like fast food stuff. So we were kind of like picking at this weird meal that we got for lunch, and then my dad comes down and he's like, we're at the wrong train station. So we're like, right, we're at the wrong train station. We have to get to the right train station. So we get in a taxi. So we got in a taxi to take us to the other train station. And we got there, and it was pandemonium. There were so many people, it was so crowded, it was unbelievable. And we were like, we waited for ages in the hot China sun. When our like gate was opened and the train was ready for boarding, well, not quite, we had to wait for everyone to disembark from the train before we could get on. So we were herded into these cages. I swear to God, there was this like weird, tiny, thin little like rotary thing, you know what I mean, so that you would go one person at a time. And then there was this like long cages, maybe like 200 meters long, and you could only fit like 2 people wide, and we were all like, not all of us in it, but the people that were going to board first. Not that there was an order of boarding, you just kind of like shove yourself in and hope for the best. But there was this tiny cage before you were able to board or go into the waiting room to board. So this was all happening outside, and there was this this weird voiceover which was in Chinese or Cantonese, sorry, which was obviously like an announcement, but it was saying the same thing over and over and over again, like every 30 seconds, and it was so annoying. We were there for like an hour in this cage, and it was so hot, and there were so many people, and there were no seats, and we finally got into the waiting room. It was a huge waiting room, and it was absolutely like shoulder to shoulder, and we were standing, and there were some people sitting next to us, and there was this woman who had this bag of chicken feet, and then she was eating them and then spitting the bones on the ground and kicking them under the seat, and I almost vomited. And then we were there for probably about 20-30 minutes when we were finally allowed to board the train. So the train was not a high-speed train, it was a slow train. It was like a sleeper train. So we had our own little like cabin thing. Yeah, there were some beds so we could sleep, so that was fine. I mean, honestly, the journey itself was okay, apart from the fact that it took 8 hours. Yeah, that was it anyway. So we got off the train, and then we had a nice time in the place that we were. On the way, when we had to get the train back to Guangzhou, we were prepared to have to do that again. So we got in a taxi and we asked him to take us to the train station, and we told him which train station. Obviously he did not speak a lot of English. My dad's wife is Thai, so she doesn't speak Cantonese, so there was a bit of a communication there's a language barrier. He took us to the high-speed train station instead of the slow train station where we needed to be because we were getting the slow train back. Because I think he thought there is no way that these white tourists are getting the train for the masses. There is no way. So he took us to the wrong train station, the high-speed train station, and then we missed our train, or we didn't miss our train back, but he didn't know what we were talking about when we were saying to take us to the other train station, and there wasn't a lot of time, and we thought, you know what, let's just refund the tickets and buy high-speed tickets for tonight. So we cancelled our tickets for the slow train and we ordered tickets for the high-speed train, which were more expensive, but honestly I think this is probably one of the worst experiences of my life. So I would have paid my dad to buy those tickets. I would have, out of my own pocket, paid for the tickets for the four of us. Anyway, so we bought the tickets, but they weren't until later that night. So we had a really nice day, and it was raining really heavily, which, if any of you know me well, will know that I just absolutely love heavy rain. We went for a walk around, it's this like really historic city. It's famous for this like ancient bridge. It was really beautiful. It was so nice. So we walked around for ages, and then we went back to the hotel we were staying, which was this like ancient building that had been refurbished as a hotel, and it had this like courtyard in the middle. But it was raining, so we were inside, and we drank tea for ages, and we played cards, and then me and Dad went and stood in the rain. It was like, that is a really fond memory that I have of that day, because there was the absolute anarchy of us trying to get to the right train station in time for our train, and then there was this like really nice chill time when we were waiting for the high-speed train. If I teach anyone in my life one thing, I would want it to be this. So sometimes rain is a nuisance, right? If you have somewhere to be and you don't have an opportunity to change, if you get really wet, it's a pain. I understand that, but a lot of the time it's about your mindset. Oh my god, I sound like such a teacher. But like, honestly, if you just accept the fact that you're getting wet, it's a lot easier to do if you know that you're just going home after and you can get dry, you can have a bath and get warm and put on dry clothes. If you just like choose to enjoy the rain, you will enjoy it, in my opinion. This is my experience of rain, is if you just like really embrace it, it's just so nice to just get completely soaking and feel like you're in a movie, you know? Like, you know 5 Years by David Bowie, and there's that line that goes, "It was cold and it rained and I felt like an actor. And I thought of my heart and I wanted to get back there." That bit. Anyway, so that's like me and my dad's, that is my dad's favourite album. One of my dad's favourite albums. The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust and the Spiders from Mars. So that is, I think, our favourite bit of the song. So, okay, sorry, I thought it looked like I had a black eye for a moment, because I can't really see what I'm doing very well in this mirror. I told my dad about this theory, and sometimes, actually I can read you the text that he sent me the other day. My dad said to me, "Today I needed to pay my apartment tax. We went there when you guys were here, not that far. It was raining. I went on the bike to be faster, but got wetter, came back walking with umbrella. felt like an actor thought of you and decided consciously to enjoy the rain. And it's like, it's makes me so happy that this is my legacy, like within my family, and hopefully to other people as well, like friends, hopefully, is to just like really embrace the rain and enjoy it and accept it. Because I mean, to be fair, like once you're in it, you can't get out of it. Not easily, anyway. You're not in it because you want to be, you're in it because you have to be. So you might as well just choose to enjoy it and not be in a bad mood about it. It might take some people a bit of practice, but I absolutely adore the rain. I love it when it's like so heavy and it's like bouncing. It's my favourite thing. Does that look ridiculous? A little bit. Anyway. So those are some life lessons with Lisa. This is a highlighter that is so old, it's kind of claggy. So I hope that you learned something from that. Whether it was make sure that you're at the right train station, or learn to enjoy the rain, or steal makeup from your mother, or I suppose I should have told you about my dog, seeing as that's kind of the biggest news in my life. I mean, that has happened since we spoke. I spoke to you and you probably didn't listen. I promise that this looks better with eyeliner on, but I couldn't do it. I'm gonna get a fringe, I think. Anyway, so okay, subscribe so that I can monetize this channel because I can't find a job. Okay, bye.